What up, though, everybody? It's your girl, Jess G from the What Up, Though podcast. So many people hit me up all the time and ask me how I record. The answer is easy. It's Anchor every time. Anchor has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or computer. They distribute the podcast for you, and you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's literally every single thing you need to make a podcast. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I need you to repeat after me. What up, though?
What up, though? What up, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
What up, though, everybody? It's your girl, your unofficially official co-host, Tashi. Here with another episode of What Up, Though. So we're doing a best friends episode today. We have a few co-hosts here with us. Which way we want to start? Do we want to start with the original Jess G or with my best friend?
Your best
My best friend.
It's Mia.
It's Aja. Aja be killing me every time.
Janae.
Trying to be shy. Jessica.
And this is the What Up Dope podcast.
Oh, there you go.
You
there it is.
But when I asked you, did you want to do a
I
little
just wanted
intro?
to add a little thug to it.
You declined.
I just wanted to add a little thug to it.
All right, so like I said, this is our best friends episode. So we are here with our friends, our co-hosts and our friends. So as usual, we're starting with Stay Woke.
Wait, you skipped the whole...
The what? Oh, I didn't know that we were.
This was your... Okay.
This was my idea.
I'll do it.
Actually.
No, we had to...
We're gonna. I don't.
Jessica,
I don't.
go
want,
ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I don't.
Aja already pouting. Okay, so some people may know that follow the podcast or follow myself. We did lose one of our friends / co-host, Alante, who passed away a couple weeks ago. So we're going to do a moment of silence in memory of him. And now we're about to take a shot.
Because that's what he would want us to do.
This is for that time he had the whole thing of Tito's in the McDonald's.
Cheers
cup.
to Tay. Rest in peace.
Woo. All right.
I just need some juice.
Oh, shoot. You need
Somebody
me
get
to-
the baby some milk.
Yeah, the
Somebody.
first one I took was
She
that.
needs some milk.
We do want to do like some kind of tribute episode or maybe invite some of his friends at a later date. We're not ready for that right now, but one day. I don't know when. Or just something to, remember him in the podcast, even though he was only on 4 episodes. A lot of people enjoyed listening to him on the podcast. So if you want to go back and listen to any episodes that he was on, I'm pretty sure it was episodes 34 through 38. Those 4 in a row.
It was like mid-February to mid-March.
It was our
Right.
post-Valentine's Day episode. Up to Let's Talk About Sex Part 2.
But yes. So what y'all been up to? We haven't recorded in a while. Janae.
Well, I ain't been up to nothing. Living my best life.
You be in the streets.
I be in the streets. I got vaxxed and I'm waxed. And I bought a house and that's it. Right?
Don't just breeze through. I bought a house, big dog. Yes.
I'm going to Jamaica in June and Mexico in June.
Ooh. She said, I got my vax. I'm out of here. Bye.
What about you?
the
What
street.
you been up to?
What's new in Aja's world?
Stress the fuck out.
Well,
It's a lot going on. It's a lot of moving around. It's a lot of changes that I've had to make for business. But it's a lesson in everything. I know that, well, what I've learned is you cannot jump off the porch before it's your time. Also, you have to stay in your lane, whatever it is. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how pressed you get. I don't care how thick shit is. You have to stay in your lane. So, life is beating my ass and rubbing my back, but I'm okay.
Amen to that.
Well said.
But it's gonna get better, so don't worry.
Thank you. I ain't even tripping because I know it's getting better. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yes. Yes.
Nothing is new with me, honestly. Birthday coming up, Houston trip, so
We
you
in
know.
Texas with it.
Yeah,
Happy
that's
birthday.
May 17th.
Okay, I ain't gonna see you, so happy early birthday.
Thank you. So, I mean, that's about it. You know, my son just turned 1. You know, I'm a, mother to a 1-year-old now, so.
A 1-year-old what? A 1-year-old
son.
You got a baby?
Yes, his name is Marley. He just turned 1.
Girl, you got a dog?
Yeah.
I was about to say I never knew she had kids.
I didn't either. That's why I was like, you got a baby?
Whoa.
I wish y'all could have saw my face. Because I'm like, bitch.
And I feel like that's as far as I'm going to go in life, and I'm okay with that. I'm a
Don't
dog
say
mom.
that. Don't say
Hey,
that. You don't say that.
if that's what you want, then that's what you want. It's
That's
okay.
what I'm going to be. I'm going to be the TT with her dog everywhere.
I don't. Hey, being TT is cool. I'm TT. How you been, Tashi?
I'm good. You ain't mentioned your upcoming business endeavors.
Oh,
I am trying to start a hairline. It's up and running, you know.
We're working on it.
We working on it. When it comes and it drops, y'all
Coming
gonna
soon.
know.
Coming soon. I've been getting ready to move. I'm so excited. Me and baby are getting ready to move. My birthday's coming up too.
when is your birthday?
May 28th.
That is beautiful. That y'all best friends' birthdays is boom.
We
boom.
act.
And we've never
Totally
celebrated
honest.
like together.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
Well,
a
no, we haven't not together, but we celebrated my birthday last year in the
She said, but mine
garage.
was celebrated.
I'm sorry, no, in the garage.
Yeah, last year we
drinking, social distancing
With the baby.
Yes, like, my mom was like, "Don't you grab that baby." I grabbed Noelle. She was like, she came outside instantly, like, "Are you holding her?" If y'all ever had parents who
She damn near
are
threw my
like,
baby across the garage door.
fearful, this was like the very beginning,
The beginning
of
of the
COVID.
pandemic,
So
yeah. Yeah, technically last year we did celebrate both of our birthdays because I had a very small gathering too. This year, we up with it, but we about to have a good month of May. What you been up to, Jessica?
Nothing.
You a lie. She been working hard
get out.
as hell.
I be working like 60 hours a week, and then I drink on the weekends.
That's lit.
That's been it. That's been it because mama got bills.
Okay,
Big bills.
okay. Been out here trying to make money. Make the money, not let the money make you.
I'm gonna pause because Kennedy is getting chips and it's distracting
Yo, did
me.
you see her comment on the tape? Like what? Or
Just keep them on it.
the spicy what?
I'm sorry, guys.
Can we like pause it?
They not in.
Alright. So we're a little late because we haven't recorded in a few weeks. However, I wanted to do a stay woke for, I think her name is Micaiah Bryant, because I really want to know why black men hate black women so much. And I say that because I was arguing with people on Facebook because black men are like, well, she had a knife. Well, hold on. Well, she was about to stab somebody. But anytime a black man dies, we all like in the streets, let's protest, rest in peace, all for it. Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd.
Rayshard. Brooks.
Honestly, any black person that dies or is killed by the police, black women are never really like,
It
well,
was his fault.
well,
He shouldn't have been.
he shouldn't have been buying something with alleged fake money.
Right.
Or, well, maybe it was a fake $20 bill. We never do that. We always like, no, fuck that. Police shouldn't have killed him. Shouldn't have went into Breonna Taylor's house and let off rounds without. We never defend the police. However, when this 15-year-old is shot in the chest 4 times by a white police officer who was the last to arrive at the scene and the police
Let's
were
make sure we
already
mention
there.
that one more time. He was the what?
He was the last to arrive at the scene. Police were already there. Well, how was she lugging at this girl with a knife when the police are already there? I'm not sure. However, it happened. And when this other police officer shows up, he shoots her in the chest 4 times. I don't know too many people that survive getting shot in the chest 4 times, let alone a 15-year-old girl. And she dies instantly.
I'm so confused
pretty sure.
about the use of these guns.
So my stay woke for the I believe it's about 47% of my male listeners that I'm sure are black men. Why do y'all hate black women so much? You can email me at whatupdopepod@gmail.com. You can slide on my DMs, Greer Diddy, or you can DM whatupdopepod on Instagram. I just want to know why y'all hate black women so much. Because the moment y'all get shot, we be ride or die. Black women always ride or die for a black man. Janae.
I just want to speak on something that you mentioned. And the main thing that you said was, we don't, as black women, we support black men to the end, and we don't get that same support in return. I never saw anybody say, well, George Floyd had a fake 20, which we still don't know was accurate or not. We didn't say, well, Rashad Brooks was asleep in his car, so he should have got killed. We don't do that. We say, what the fuck? There's absolutely no reason why that person should be killed. But as far as the people that you saying, like, you've seen some posts, I've seen some posts and I'm like, make it make sense, because if you were shot, you would want us to go to bat for you. If you were killed, you would want us to go to bat for you. But instead, you don't give us that same thing in return. Because regardless, at the end of the day, that was the last police officer to arrive. I didn't see the black police officer that was there and the white police officer that was already there do anything towards her. You could have took out your taser. You could have done anything else, but you chose to pull out your gun and shoot her 4 times.
My thing is,
make it make sense, because that doesn't make sense to me, regardless if she had a knife or not. I've seen white men literally pull out a gun, a knife. I've seen a white man literally drive off with a police officer on his car. He ain't dead. Let's talk about Kyle. What's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse, who killed 2 people in Wisconsin after Jacob Blake got killed or shot 7 times. But he killed 2 people. But y'all took him.
He was probably
with no issues. Let's talk about old boy that shot up the church in South Carolina. Y'all took his ass to fucking Burger King after he killed 9 people, I believe. He killed 9 people, but you took his ass to Burger King, and then you expect us to think that shit is okay? So please, black men, can you make it make sense for the motherfuckers that's talking kind of reckless? And I know y'all listening, so you can add me. Janae Marie.
And I also wanted to add one thing. I had replied on somebody's status was, there's a reason for the saying, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Because if you have a knife, you're going to lose. I doubt that. It was clearly a kitchen knife. She's not a samurai. Yeah. She got a kitchen knife. And even if she did stab that girl would not have died.
And let's just rewind. Let's give a little background, because they came to her house to jump her. She called the police because these girls came to her house to jump her. At the end of the day, technically, she was defending herself, because you came on my property to try to jump me. I'm defending myself, but I end up dead.
To me, realistically, as a police officer, I think that, I hate to say this too, but you put your life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put your life before you put you have to put others' lives, before yours, because that's you protect and serve. That's what you signed up to do. So if you are automatically shoot to kill, then I feel like that's not the job for you. You know what I'm saying? You might need to sit this one out. You might need to find another profession. Like, that's just it for me. Because if you are not willing to take a bullet for the job that you signed up to do, then that's just what it is.
Look behind you. Get your captain.
It's my dick.
But yeah, that was our stay woke black men, because we don't do that to y'all.
Respect us the way that we respect y'all.
So stop talking.
When it comes to
Stop talking about us bad on Facebook.
I mean, y'all say Black Lives Matter, but also Black women's lives matter as well. So please just keep that in mind, because the way we go for y'all, we go hard as hell for y'all, but let's get that same respect in return.
Black kings,
We love y'all, but do better.
please.
Oh no, Al.
Answer her.
Yes, honey.
Hey, featuring Noelle, she said what she said.
Her? I know you don't. All right, so moving along. Moving right along. We're gonna turn this thing around. So this is our best friends episode. We introduced ourselves in the beginning. My best friend Mia is here. Jesse's best friend Janae. Aja
got to speak for her best friend.
Yeah, you have to speak for.
Fuck all them hoes.
Not all of them. Hold on, pause.
It's okay.
We can call them though.
No. So I'm not even gonna be a bitch. It's 5 of us. Hence the little V on my wrist with the heart.
Look, we got that.
We're not.
Yeah.
We just got ours.
It's 5 of us. I have one who is a mother. I have one who's expecting. I have one who's here from out of town, and she works 3 hours
one that live
behind.
across the street.
And then I got the one.
Like closer best friend, or all of y'all just on the same level?
What you mean?
Like, are y'all? Who's your best? But do you have a best friend
friend
out of the 5 of y'all?
Right.
So it's
Like, who's your favorite?
It's tricky because I feel like
You have a relationship with all of them.
I'm the one I'm the glue that holds us all together.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'm the
Period.
one.
And you know what? I can see that.
Yeah, I'm the one who's checking out everybody. I'm the one I talk to everybody at least once a month. I'm going out with everybody. I just seen 2 of them the other day. One of them was supposed to help me. I live with another one. So we are I have one who we actually have 2 matching tattoos. That's Andrea. She's the first one I met. So that is my best friend. But she's damn near family. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She's better. Yeah, she braided my hair too. But thank you so much. Styles by Jesse. But yeah, she's with her boyfriend in Ohio. Janae, I don't know where the hell she is. She lives across the street. Latoya, lives in Arizona, but she's visiting here, so she's probably still working because she's 3 hours behind. And it's nurse week, so ain't no telling where Brianna is at. Somewhere probably getting drunk.
Well, you
can speak for them, and you had lots of
questions.
Yeah, you got lots.
We can crop them into the picture.
Yeah, you know.
No, but I get, because we have a friend group too, and some people be like, them all your best friends, but yes. But the relationships is different.
Yeah, it's different levels. But I'm playing referee with y'all today because I'm happy that they not here, because then they could, they be trying to talk shit like, no, Aja, because you be doing this and you be doing that.
That's exactly what we're about to do. No,
Yeah, Jessica already told me earlier today. She's like, I'm putting this on the podcast. And I was like, what happened?
Jess, because Janae right.
I was like, I don't know what you put on there.
I text Tashi like, add this to the list.
Girl, it was something that we just talked about the thing that we can start with that.
But it's
And I don't even know. I don't even remember.
It's very, very crazy because we literally just had, it's 3 of us out of the 5 work across the street last night. And one of my homegirls was like, I want my ex to come over. So, we had to. Now we're getting to the age where it's, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your attitude. I'm going to tell you exactly when you right and when you wrong. So it was a back and forth, but he does this, he makes me this. Bitch, that ain't enough. Don't be mad at motherfucker.
But I love him
for telling you
do what the fuck he do, because you know what that nigga is about. I don't want to hear shit.
Girl, put your hands
Hey, I don't know if this is on the question.
Who's that friend?
No, I don't know if this is on the question. question
She
list.
loves to be on the
But
opposite end.
do you and your friends argue?
I'm not right now.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
say
sorry.
that. Thank you.
That's not what I meant. But do y'all get into it to the point that y'all don't speak?
It don't get like that. If anybody's not speaking, it's me, because I'm the most sensitive. I'm the one that's most sensitive. Like, I have to scale back sometimes. But one thing about my homegirls is we hash it out right then and there. Like, LaToya won't mind if I tell this story, but LaToya and me are kind of petty and emotional both. So LaToya lives in Arizona. She said, I'm coming home. This was in the beginning of the pandemic. Her birthday is in December. Mine is in January. She says, Capricorn. She's a Capricorn and I'm an Aquarius. And I'm on the cusp, so I have traits of both. So she's like, with her Capricorn ass, I want to go somewhere for my birthday. So I'm like, bitch, I just lost my job. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I'm finna do. I can't commit to anything right now. And I'm never going back to work. And I'm like, and you like extravagant shit, so let me know ahead of time. Boom. I had figured my life out. I had got a couple dollars. And me and Andrea, who I live with, was like, we going to New Orleans for your birthday. Cool. So I text in the group chat, we going to New Orleans. Everybody like, yeah, bitch, turn up. Because I don't ever go anywhere because I'm always scared something crazy is going to happen. And I like to hold on to my money even though the shit comes back. Fuck it. I took the trip. LaToya ass hop in the group chat like, yeah, that's cool. But when I asked you to go somewhere for my birthday, you told me you couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, bitch, but you here
Things
now.
change.
And exactly, things change. Well, I'm just saying, her and Brianna were in Mexico. Me and Andrea were here. So it was kind of like we hashed it out in a group text. And then we went on about our way. And she came and I seen her. It was, hey, bitch, what you want to do? You fucking him? You know I am. All right. And we go on about our business. We don't ever get to a point where it's like, fuck that bitch, I'm not talking to her. Now, me, I'd be like, okay, I need to scale back. Because me and Andrea had it wasn't a disagreement, but we were going through something and she knew something I felt like she should have told me. She didn't tell me because she wanted to protect me from the situation.
Been there.
We're talking about that next.
I don't give a fuck what the situation is. You my best friend, so you should have put me on game, period. She didn't think it was that big of a deal. All parties involved, she's cool with. So she like, I want to know how you feel, but you shouldn't be upset. I don't want to talk right now.
You need a minute.
I need a minute before I say some shit that I don't really mean. So then I scale back. Then I can come back when I'm ready to be social. But it never gets to a point where with us where it's just like, not in these older times where it's just like, I'm not talking to her. Because to me, they're like family. Like, we've been knowing each other, all of us, since we were 11. So we're 26. Yeah, we're all 26 now. So it don't get to the point where,
girl, we've known each other. Girl, we were
like
that's
13,
high school. We were like 12.
we were. I met all of them when I was in middle school. Yeah, so
that's the same as us.
It don't get like that with us, but we definitely will tell each other when we wrong, or tell each other when we right, or do drive-bys, whatever the fuck we be done, we gonna do it.
I don't think me and her can do a 5 people friendship. This bitch crazy.
We are. See, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's go.
So here we go.
Janae and Jessica, we're gonna take this off. Janae and
You
Jessica.
didn't even start. What you mean take this off of?
We're gonna talk about what she just said. We're gonna talk about. I wanted to start this with how long y'all have been friends.
Since the ninth grade.
Okay. I mean,
What age
we
is
just
that?
say 7th grade.
14?
Well, technically, our birthdays is late, so we were 13.
Oh, okay.
We hadn't turned 14 yet.
We were both in marching band.
Yeah,
That was your bonding.
Halftime is
It's
game time. Period.
Bitch.
See that the fuck out.
See nuts.
Yes!
See, and me and Mia have
You slid that over there real quick.
She said this is about to go motherfucking down.
She's trying to say what she want to say today.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the perfect
So
time.
this is me and Mia have been friends since 7th grade, which I don't know how old we were. 12, 13 maybe.
Yeah. I had just
About
moved.
12.
7th grade, y'all
Yeah.
birthday both in
Michigan.
May, so
Yeah.
did y'all meet at the beginning of 7th grade?
I
Couldn't
had,
tell you.
So y'all was
what
12.
I did, I moved from Baltimore to Belleville and went to North. Then once I moved, on one service drive, you got to be at one school, and then the other part of the service drive.
You went to South?
She
Oh,
went
but
to
you
South.
3.
Yeah.
You 4 years
Yeah, I
older.
wouldn't have.
So you
middle
went
school is 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So I went to the South and then got on the bus and met Tashi, my other best friend Mark, and a few other people. I can't
Okay,
remember
so
their
y'all was
names.
about 12.
Yeah, we
12
all
is
was on the same
7th
bus
grade.
line.
So we all been friends for a long time.
Okay.
Do you feel like y'all are opposites?
No.
Or y'all are like...
I think we're similar in 90% of the shit that we do, but there's 10% of us that's different.
I feel like we're the opposite.
Yeah.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, I think me and Jessica, majority of the time, we are both on the same page about stuff. But then there's about 10% of the time I'd be like, sis, I don't agree with that, but you know what? Okay, if you like it, I love it.
But me and her are good at agree to disagree.
Yes.
Like, I feel like it'll just be like, well, I think this. Well, her favorite phrase, you're
gonna do what you want to do at the end of the day. And then we be like,
and
all
then
right,
we'll
bet.
be like, all right.
So what you
Don't
eat
say
today?
I ain't tell you.
So what you about to eat today?
What's for
You need
dinner?
some chicken?
Yeah, I put some chicken on it. Chicken in the air fryer. And I'm going to have some broccoli.
What Kennedy doing?
And we talk on the phone with the exception of weekends every day. Monday through Friday.
Me and Jessica have been talking on the
Since
phone.
we could drive.
Yes. Me and Jessica have been talking on the phone every single morning since we were 16 years old.
That's beautiful.
Every morning.
That's
Except
Monday
for
through
weekends.
Friday.
Monday through Friday. Except for
Honestly,
weekends.
that is so sweet.
So, and when we were
7:00 in the morning on the dot, like, bitch, hello, it's our time to talk.
But you know, it's
No. So, you know, we
She don't like
high
that.
school, we went to school together. We
And
talking
we
on the
went-
phone.
while
We
we
driving
drove
to
to
school. So college, me and her both had classes at 8:00. We had math at 8:00 every morning. We would be like, hey, it's 7:30. It's time for us to fucking walk to class.
Good morning.
And now we adults, and I'm like, I get up a
Ready
little
for
bit
it?
before her, so I'm waiting on her phone call at 7. She done pushed it back to 7:30 lately, so hey,
tired.
Just be tired.
girl, what you doing?
I feel like
And
it
don't
was
be
a
talking
few
about
years
nothing.
of a break. Like, I feel like right after college, because we was in two different spaces. She was still a city girl, and I was a mom. So, but I feel like once we
And
went
let's
back
not get it
to-
twisted. Hold on, let's not get it twisted. I'm still a city girl. Like,
She sound like she wasn't about that look.
Listen.
She a city girl that drink during the day. She ain't out past midnight. But
you know what?
I hate being drunk at night.
That's the saddest part because, and this is, I've never said it out loud, but my friends knew. When Janae was pregnant, Janae got pregnant, we had a surprise baby shower for her. Andrea found out she was pregnant, I believe that same day or 2 days after Janae baby shower. I called
bar is hot.
Andrea stressed. I said, can we talk? I'm stressed out. Can we get a group FaceTime going on? I think I'm pregnant. This is me. I think I'm pregnant. Andrea like letting me vent and go. We live together. She just letting me go. I'm like, I'm pregnant and fuck that nigga. I really can't do this. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? I don't want to have no baby. My baby gonna be ugly than the mother. With my over dramatic ass. Janae on the phone pregnant, laughing because Janae knows Andrea is pregnant. I don't know. I'm just going. Andrea
But
was
Andrea
like,
lives with you.
yeah, but I didn't know because literally the baby shower was just a couple of days ago. Andrea had just found out. This was all fresh. So she was like, you done? I got something to tell you. I'm like, go ahead. She like, I'm pregnant. I bullshit you not. I wanted to cry tears. Because now I'm feeling like, fuck. Janae finna have a baby. Andrea's having a baby.
I'm pregnant.
Latoya and Janae got... I literally cried so hard my period came. No bullshit. I cried so hard my period came that night. I'm thinking like,
Pregnancy pack.
I'm like, what the fuck? Because all my friends got life. Like, they're doing something, and all I got is Glow. And at the time, I'm quitting Glow every other motherfucking day. So I'm like, we ain't gonna be able to be friends no more. Because they literally, like a crybaby bitch, like, hey, that's me being emotional and over the top. I'm like, we ain't gonna be. Andrea knows me so well. She said it like, I think you think that we're not gonna be able to be friends because we're having kids, and that's not the case. But it was hard for me to grasp that because I'm social, I'm out, I like to have a good time, I like to go to the bar, and Janae, she down for whatever, but she got a baby now. Like, literally, Honor was born 2 days after my birthday. We were all in New Orleans, and Janae had her when we were in New Orleans.
Wow.
That's my baby. Like, I'm connected to her. Andrea, she'll go out from time to time. She's not really going out. Latoya live in another state. And Brianna is a Delta. She just became a Delta. So everybody got 50,000 motherfucking things going on. And who the fuck is fucking with me? So I'm like, how the fuck I'm supposed to be Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Michelle, and motherfucking Kelly, Octavia, and Latoya? What is going on?
I got a couple quick questions. Was the baby born early?
Who, John A's baby? Yes.
Okay, because I'm like, why was she traveling?
No, she wasn't traveling. She was here in Michigan, and we were in New Orleans.
Oh, okay. I
and
thought
she literally, Andrea got a video because Andrea did her own hair. She had long Molly twists, and she was like, do a video. She was swinging her hair, and in the video, you can hear me drop her phone and say, John, I just had the baby, because she had just sent in the group message like, Honor is here, and I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
Did you want to take yours?
It's.
I'm sorry.
It's tough being the last hot girl standing,
baby.
Yes, it is.
I hate to say that.
I'm standing alone.
I kind of thought that about Jessica too.
I can say when I was pregnant, I was more closer to our other friend Ashley. Like Ashley was my.
Is this the one who she's been on the podcast before?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What does she look like? She like petite, brown skin.
Yeah,
I could see that.
So that was my baby daddy.
I remember Jessica.
Ashley was my baby daddy.
I remember Jessica said, "I feel like you ain't been around since
we
I've been
had
pregnant,
that conversation,
and I feel like you ain't my friend for real because where have you been my pregnancy?" And I'm like, "What? I've been here. I may have not been here as often as I probably could have, but I'm still here." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm about to lose my friend because first off, she think that I'm not here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna lose my friend because you having a whole fucking baby. That changes the game, and I'm still trying to live my best life. We on what was she, 22?
Yeah,
22.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we 22 years old. I'm still trying to, live my best life. But I'm like, Jessica literally had that conversation with me. Like, but you ain't been a good friend. You ain't been around. I'm like,
bitch. Y'all was 22. I'm 26, thinking I'm finna be a hot girl for the rest of my motherfucking life. Like,
we're 30 and I'm still a hot girl.
I'm thinking to myself, like, because it's like literally.
Hey,
that's
if you really want to know, I just became a hot girl last 2 years. Like,
give me some.
Yes. I want to just exhale because I feel so good knowing I can be a hot girl. I still got like 4 more years left in me, maybe 10. Shit, whatever we gotta do.
Hey, did you ever feel like that when I was pregnant? I feel like you feel like that. I feel like you feel like that now, but I feel like you didn't feel like that when I was pregnant.
Feel like what?
Like you was losing your friend and like you wasn't gonna be able to do shit.
I don't.
Because we've had the conversation after I had.
Keep it a buck.
But did you feel like that while I was pregnant? I feel like
Well,
we
you
had
know
other shit to
how
worry
we
about.
were when I found out you were pregnant. So we were in two
Oh, we can
different
talk
spaces.
about it. We weren't
I'm just
speaking.
saying.
Yeah.
We were
I
not.
don't know if we got that kind of time.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about all of it.
We
but
just were not speaking
we weren't
at the time.
speaking, yeah.
She sent my mom a baby shower invitation, and my mom sent it to me. And I remember seeing it like, who name is this? What am I seeing?
No,
like,
tell
are
them what
for
you really
real?
said.
I had to call my mama. My mama was like, yes, girl, yes, it's Tashi. You need to call your friend. And I had sent her like a long text message just saying like,
No, wait, tell them what you said that you thought at first.
Repeat that because all I heard was you saw something online.
No, my mom sent me.
She sent her the baby shower invitation.
Tashi sent my mother. She didn't
I
send
sent her
it
a
to me.
save the date. We weren't speaking. Yeah. So I sent her mom a save the date for my baby shower. Before I had like plans, I knew where I was having my baby shower what day. I sent her.
So that was the first time that y'all had communicated when you was pregnant?
She found out she was pregnant.
It had been a few months since we talked.
Okay, we'll get into that later, I guess.
Maybe.
Right,
But what did you say that you said? You were like, this bitch done faked a pregnancy.
I said, ain't no way. This bitch just want to talk to me so bad. She trying to fake like she
pregnant.
Where they do that at?
The whole goddamn baby. I said, bitch.
In my mind, I couldn't
for a nigga.
Honestly, I couldn't wrap around the fact that my friend was pregnant and had gone this far to have a save the day baby shower invitation, and I didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was
because we weren't friends.
It was like
in our eyes at that time.
Yeah, it was like this bitch done. She knows she having a baby and ain't even picked up the phone to call me. Ain't no way this bitch done made an invitation to just.
But no, because I did call her. And that's why I didn't tell her. That's why I didn't send her the save the date, because I did. You remember you were home from school, and I was like,
You
sit down and talk.
You did. Yep. I'm sorry. Yep.
She said, all right, goddamn it, let me scale back.
I sat down. I sent her a text because I needed I literally, the day that I found out, I'm about to cry. The day I found out I was pregnant, I didn't. I was at my stepmom. Well, I found out I was pregnant at my cousin's house. I sat at my stepmom's house for some hours, and I had to go to work. I worked midnights that night. And I was driving to work, and I literally lost my shit because I couldn't call her. Like, at that time, we were not speaking at all. And I literally, almost had to pull my car over. Boo-hooed the whole 30 minutes to work because I couldn't talk to my best friend. Like, I didn't have any really close friends at the time. It's something different about your best friend. Like, the person who you call when something fucked up happens. Like, who doesn't necessarily have to say anything. It's just them being there with you. Like, that's the first person I call when something bad happens because I don't need her to say anything in particular. I just need her to, like, be with me. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, one of the most fucked up moments of my life. Or not fucked up, but it was confusing. It was, like, my head was all... I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And not being able to, like, share that was super, super... I didn't cry about being pregnant. And it was fucked up. I didn't cry about it, but I cried about not being able to call this bitch and be like, oh, you'll never believe.
Because it's a fucked
what
up
happened to me.
You have something so deep going on and you feel by yourself, and it be a lot of motherfuckers around you. It be family around you.
Because your best friend is really a part of you.
Yeah, you
it's
can't
an extension.
tap into them.
Yeah, and you know.
This is like my sister. Like,
yeah.
This is number.
But that's why when people say, like, we've had a lot of conflict between... Like, throughout the years, we've had a lot of back and forth. A lot of people telling us, like, I just don't understand why y'all act like this, or why are y'all friends? Y'all can't get along.
I be like, that shit weird.
Y'all can't get along. But that's my sister. That's my ex. That's my sister. Like, when you have a sister, you can't just disown her. I mean, you can if she do something really fucked up.
I have sister. I think for her, I have 2 other sisters, and them bitches. I'm sorry, Jesus, if they ever listen. Those girls right there, we have been through it too. So I just know, like, I mean. I feel like Tashi, I treat her just like I treat them. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sisters have said some fucked up shit. I've said some fucked up shit. Like, at this point, shit, ain't nobody going nowhere. The same way I treat my blood sisters, like, bitch, I can't get rid of you. I treat her like that. I can't get rid of you. So
she's tried a couple times.
I wanna circle back to that. My friend, because I feel like we've all been in this situation. My friend didn't tell me something because she thought I shouldn't know.
Wait, is that a question that you're?
I said I want to circle back.
We gonna talk.
Oh, okay.
We gonna discuss this.
So, I've been in this situation more than I'd like to admit, and it's not even that I go looking for the information; it comes to me. But I've learned my lesson with Janae. And you okay if I discuss?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
because what you think that I was upset with, is not really what I was upset with.
I feel like we never really, I feel like we squashed it, but maybe not all the way.
I got no, because it was literally
This is what happens when you have that type of
she had a boyfriend.
Okay.
They broke up. One of our friends in the friend group, you know, you always got to have a friend that followed a nigga that the nigga don't know.
Just as that friend. Or me.
No, he knew me, so I was blocked. So this was another friend that followed him, and he didn't know her, so she never got blocked. She sees that he having a baby. She tells me. I was like, well, you found the information out, so I don't have access to see his page. So I was like, we have another friend, Jaleesa, and at the time, she lived in Charlotte, and at one point in time, she stayed with them. So I was like, she's the closest person to her. Let me ask her if we should let her know. Call Jaleesa. I said, Jaleesa, my man's having a baby. Should we tell Janae? She was like, no. I was like, all right, I ain't say nothing. How did you find out?
Facebook.
She found out that he had the baby, and she was like, hey, Javante had a baby. I said, yeah, I know.
Exactly. No. Everybody said, so we have
everybody knew.
Everybody, so we have a group, so we got a group chat. Hold on, let me just show you. the shady bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew except for me.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I had a similar situation. So wait, before you finish, I can't even wait to the end of the damn story. Janae, what is it that you would have wanted them? What's the part that triggered you?
So it wasn't the fact that so my thing was, why is it being discussed amongst everybody else?
Exactly.
And I didn't know.
Exactly.
Like, if it's gonna be discussed amongst, because literally we got Ashley, Jessica, Jaleesa, and Jasmine, and then it's me. They knew, and I didn't know. And I'm like, damn, it's being discussed amongst y'all four, and then I'm the last to know.
And it's about
and
me.
it's like, it's technically about me. So that's what hurt me, because I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't y'all tell me if y'all discussing amongst? And that's the same conversation I had with Jaleesa.
Because it's not about
Because after Jessica told me, well, Jaleesa told me not to tell you. I said, oh, okay, Jaleesa. I walked in her room, and I was like, why the fuck did you tell her not to tell me that? Like, if y'all gonna have a group discussion about my situation, at that point, it's like, you might as well just tell me. And it wasn't the fact that he had the baby, because at that point, I didn't care about the situation about him having the child. The fact that, and let's just keep it a buck, me and him had broke up only 7 months ago, and he had that baby 5 months after we broke up. So he had that baby while we were still dating. My thing was, I didn't like the fact that they was discussing it amongst themselves, and then I was the last to know. I think that was my issue, was the fact that I was the last to know, and it was technically about me. 1, 2, 3, go.
What's the saddest movie you've ever seen?
You can't ask me that.
Oh shit, I don't know. The saddest movie I ever seen?
You never seen Beaches?
When they were official broke up, that was one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna front. Like, I had came home for a weekend.
We went out. We were having a good time.
I cried so hard in the bathroom. Where
At
was
the
we
bar.
At the bar. I cried so hard. Just
Strangers. We had to hold her up.
Held me up because I was crying so hard. Like, that was my nigga for 2.5 years. I moved to Charlotte. I changed my whole life. I literally cried so hard. But to me, I had been being so strong for so long, and I was like, fuck that. I'm not crying about this nigga. Fuck him. I needed to have that cry. Unfortunately, it was probably liquor induced.
In public. The fact that it was strangers in the bathroom. Let it out, sweetie.
Yeah,
fuck him. You're beautiful.
I remember Jessica took my phone. She took my keys and was like, you're going to bed. And I remember Jessica made a little thing on, was it Instagram? And she was like,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So it was like me and Janae, I was in the bed with you. And then you was like, Janae. I was spread ego, and then I woke up the next morning, Jessica was sleeping on the couch.
That was one of the saddest things.
She said, you were sleeping too fucking wild.
And we found out about the baby shortly after that. I don't want to bring that shit up.
You see what we just went through? We all traumatized from this pain.
Yeah, so like, me and him broke up in August, I believe. And I had went home, so we broke up in August. He had a baby in February. And I think I had went home probably like that next week. And we broke up in August. I think I came home, I let that shit out. And then I found out about the baby in November. He had the baby in February. But I was okay by the time he had the baby. But when me and him broke up, it was like, oh, fuck that nigga, I'm good.
She was not.
I was not good.
So to me, I'm like,
so
she
hard.
finally getting over it.
I cried so hard.
I don't want to tell her about this baby that was conceived while y'all was together.
I think that it'd be a sense of betrayal is what you feel. Because I had a very similar situation. Mine is very fresh and it's a lot of parties involved. So I'm not even going to get into it.
Don't say no.
But I think that for me, because I was the one on the outside, and I have one friend.
So were you Jessica in my situation?
No, I was you.
She was you.
Oh, okay.
And I felt like I had one friend, and she's the retard of the group because she's gonna say it. Like, she don't give a fuck. Like,
not the retard.
She's the one that's gonna be like, we out somewhere and I bring another friend. Your friend ugly. That's Johnny. Johnny says,
I like her.
And it's the one who was supposed to damn be here. That's the one across the street. She says,
Johnny, where the hell you at?
All right, she's hurt.
she said, you know that you been hanging with such and such and she was fucking with such and such. And I said, no, I didn't know that. I'm running to go tell my other homegirl. She bust out laughing. I said, you know? She was on the phone with her nigga. He said, we all know.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
me and her had a conversation. And her thing was, I'm cool with everybody. I didn't want it to be no problems. I couldn't have acted an ass because I hadn't messed with him in years. But it was the principle that you knew and you didn't say anything because you were my friend. And for me, because I'm sensitive and emotional, now I feel a little betrayed.
Okay, pause.
Well,
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say. So technically, I think what bothered me the most about the situation, the fact that they were talking about it amongst each other, but to me, and Jaleesa, you know I love you. Jaleesa's technically my friend. I met her in college. So they went to Jaleesa to talk to her, and I was just like, what the fuck? Y'all could have came to me and told me.
But that's because she was the closest person
Right,
to
she
you.
was the closest person to me at the time. But I feel like y'all could have came to me and told me that. Like, it would have hurt me. It would have broke me probably a little bit. Like, I probably would have cried for a couple days to find out. Like, not the fact that he's having a child, but the fact that he had a child while he was with me. I would have got over it. But once I found out, and then they was like, oh, yeah, we knew. And I'm like, the fuck? Y'all knew.
Yeah,
And
that's the part that
not just one person knew. All of y'all knew,
But
and I was the only person in the dark.
And
I was
I
just
feel like
and
because
that bothered
of,
me.
because of my relationship with her, she was mad at me the most. I'm like,
I was mad at everybody, and to me, and
She
I
was
think
mad at
I think
me
the
the
reason why I was
most.
mad at Jessica the most is because I talk to her every single day.
That's your best
you
friend.
lived with Jaleesa.
It doesn't matter. I
That's
talk
your
to
best
you.
friend.
I talk to you every single day.
And Jaleesa, she met at college. She knew you for years.
But at the end of the day, Jaleesa's my friend. Jaleesa's my best
two
friend too, and her ass should have told me too.
But I feel like this.
I told Jaleesa, I said, you're wrong. You were wrong for that. You should have told me.
So do you feel like, would you flip the situation if you had information that you needed?
No, because I am a very honest person. I'm gonna tell.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
What you talking about?
It's just I haven't
Wait,
been
hold on.
feeling that well.
What situation?
I
about?
got pain.
What situation? about?
You know, I talked to you about something I knew that would affect Tashi, and you was like,
Because
"Don't
I didn't
tell
feel,
her."
No, it's not about not being honest. I felt like what's the relevance of telling her? That's what I thought.
But
It
if
was gonna-
but I said if she finds out, then what?
We're not
you
gonna
was
talk
like,
about it on the podcast,
We're not.
obviously.
We don't
But
gotta talk about it, but why did you feel like that's the,
because at the end of the day, you was gonna be hurt regardless. Your hurt was not gonna change.
my hurt did change though. That
To me, your hurt is hurt regardless. At the end of the day,
I'ma fill you
no.
in
So
after.
let me talk to you, Tashi. At the end of the day, your hurt is still hurt. What is the information that was told to you? Let me finish. The information that was told to you. At the end of the day, what are you going to do about it? You're still hurt. You're still broken because of what happened.
I would just
XYZ
I would just
happened.
rather whatever happened come from my friend mouth than for me have to find out.
And you know what? Jessica was like, I'm gonna tell her regardless, and she did. And now you feel maybe better. I don't know.
Oh, it
And
was
she-
never gonna make me feel better, but we were in a situation where it would have thrown me the fuck out, and I probably
yes.
would have.
And
been,
my opinion was, at the end of the day, you were to me,
'Cause that hurt coulda turned
to
into
me
fucking
after me and you was
something
talking.
else.
I thought to me, you're hurt. You were hurt. You're hurt regardless.
Mm-hmm.
The information to me, what relevance did it have? Because at the end of the day, you're still hurt.
Yeah, it
why
was
hurt
really-
to me? Why hurt you more?
You know, hurt.
I don't want to hurt you more than what you
sadness to
already
anger.
are.
That's what it really was.
I'm not.
Okay.
I get where
Like
both
we
parties.
saying a lot without saying nothing.
I feel like there are some people who need to
I'ma
have
step out.
every bit and piece of every information so that they can collect
But-
that and do
And I want to
whatever
mention,
it is.
Tashi, I'm not close to you like that. So my opinion was, you're hurt already. I don't want.
Oh, I know it was
I don't
you
wanna
said it
hurt
was a
you
group
more than what it
consensus
already
too.
is.
I know it wasn't just you. I'm like, dang, everybody felt like
I
you.
just feel like Tasha, you that type of person that needs to know. You know what I'm saying?
But you know that about
I'm not,
me.
Yes, I'm not that person. Like, if you told me, like, bitch, I found out that he also had a baby, I'm just saying for example of a nigga, like, I might be able to look at that and be like, okay, bitch, I could have seen how that would have added to my already traumatic situation. But you are the type of person who needs to know every bit and piece of information so you can, I don't know, write a book in your head, bitch. I don't know.
And
But
I
it
feel like getting to know Tashi over the years, I kind of knew that. So I was like,
She would want to know.
She would wanna
But
know.
She didn't know that Tashi would want to know. She's thinking in her mind, I don't want to add trauma to what she's already going through. So I got to be able to look at it from both sides.
But to play devil's advocate, it's the same thing. She was hurt over the ex. The baby is just adding more hurt. You're already hurt.
Okay, got you.
That's why.
But I guess it's like, that's your friend and that's not my friend kind of situation. So I feel like I get it. I get both sides. I do.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. So one of the things so you guys, you mentioned it too. So me and Mia for, how long were you gone? 6 years?
College?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think Mia was gone for
12 to 20.
I had Noelle when I was 26 years.
Yeah.
Noelle, your name is Mia. Mia.
Wow.
Mia was away at college for 6 years, and we had a long distance friendship from first Alabama to, and I've been in Michigan the whole time, so Michigan to Alabama, and then she moved to Kentucky. So Michigan to Kentucky.
Why you come back here?
It's a long story, but I withdrew from college. I had some issues down there that I felt like that wasn't.
You talking about from Kentucky or Alabama?
Mm-hmm. Well, Alabama wasn't the school for me, and then after I graduated from Kentucky, it was like, I don't want to live here. This is country, so I'm gonna go back home, get my situation together at home with my parents, and now I'm kind of still there, and it's time for me to go. So,
but we were long distance friends for 6 years, and you guys are long distance friends now. I don't know, how long have you been in Charlotte, Janae?
Like 7
21,
years.
7 years.
Yep.
January 20th, 2014 is when I moved to Charlotte.
So you guys are still long distance friends, and you said that one of your friends live in Arizona.
Right? She lives in Arizona. I don't know how many years it's been. Lord forgive me.
Do you feel like that? So the way me and Mia's friendship has been, I feel like we had a lot of growing pains, and a lot of our situation was centered around me really needing her in times when we're very, very, very opposite. Very opposite. So she can be can be very insensitive, and I'm overly sensitive. And we have this, like, I feel like the distance between us sometimes, like, kind of saved us. Mm-hmm. Because didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to be overbearing, and we had to have space. Do you feel like that, like...
With LaToya, no. Andrea, yes. Andrea is not insensitive, but she's very cut and dry. Mm-hmm. She's going to provide a different perspective. And
that's the one you live with.
Yes. And she doesn't care, but she knows who she is. And that's what I appreciate about Andrea. There's no wavering from her. Mm-hmm. So I know when she wants to be bothered and when she doesn't want to be bothered. But I know that I could put stuff on her and she won't put anything on me. I had to learn to not do that so much with her or any of my friends, because I will bust out in tears in a minute, and Andrea can hear me crying in the next room, and she won't come in there and say nothing to me. She'll let me get off. She'll be going through some shit I won't know, and she'll say it in conversation, like, yeah, for example, this didn't really happen. Yeah, when my car blew up, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, damn, bitch, your car blew up? Like, my car blew up, bitch. This gonna be on channel 247. I'm this bitch. Andrea is not like that. Living with her, I swear to God, I appreciate that experience so much, because I love her so much, and she taught me. Sometimes, like, all that crying shit, she'll say it in a minute, like, I could tell y'all, but what the fuck is that gonna do? And I'll be like, damn, bitch. What
well, you can still tell me, because I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to help you. Like, but
sometimes you can't.
She keep it the fuck moving. Like, and I had to learn that, even with losing my job. Like, she'll be like, I'm not worried about you. And I'll be like, bitch, I'm worried about me. What the fuck you mean? Check on me in here. Right. I'm screaming. Like, you don't hear me?
Right.
But it taught me to just take care of my business, handle my scandals. One thing that the top lesson I learned in that relationship with Andrea, the friendship, is closure is a scam.
Facts.
So now it's like you deal with it how you deal with it, or you don't deal with it at all. Like and that did that. Now Latoya, I don't have that issue with her because we just don't have those issues. Like, if I need to call and talk to Latoya, I can do that. She doesn't really call and place her. I'm the one, like I said, I'm the glue that keeps us all together. So I'm calling them, pouring shit on them. I'm in the group chat like, hey, y'all, just a little quick splat. Fuck today. It was bad. But I can reach out to them. But I had to learn to not put so much on them because, for one, I overreact. I overthink. And I can be overbearing. So I got to pull back sometimes. So
I'm that to her. And I feel like I'm always very she's my first contact. Whenever the fuck something fucked up happens, and I don't, she's not as dramatic as I am. Like, it's gotta be something a little, she'll call to like complain, but I'll be like, I'm an overthinker too, and I will like, my wheels are fucking spinning. And she's like, well,
I try to give it to her raw. I find myself trying to, like, over the years, and this is something that I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to care about her, you know, I want to care about her feelings, but I also want to give her the real, you know what I'm saying? Without her taking offense to what I really feel. Because I feel like if I'm not being real, then I'm lying to you.
But you gotta do it like,
you gotta be gentle, depending on who you talking to.
That's because I'm not a gentle soul, so I had to try and find a place.
But sometimes gentle just ain't. Fuck gentle, because bitch, I love you, and what you doing is some bullshit.
And that's the thing with us.
She not understanding, because it might come across like, damn bitch, that's some fucked up shit, and I'm like, damn bitch, I was just trying to keep it real.
But you know I love you because you can call me enough to vent to me.
But that's where our friendship had a hiccup.
That's where we have always wavered.
It's like, I'm trying to be real with you and keep it 100%, and she's like, well bitch, that sounds insensitive to me.
But I feel like it's the insensitive, it's the raw insensitivity versus me being overly dramatic and sensitive. Those two never met, especially when we were younger. I feel like now that I'm older, she's kind of learned to be a little more gentle with what she says for the most part, and I've learned to have a little bit of a tougher skin.
So do you think that, let me ask you a question. Do you think that she has to kind of tiptoe around how you feel?
I think she feels like she does sometimes.
Do you feel like that?
Yes.
How fair is that?
I don't know. I mean, do you feel like it's?
I feel like
I missed the question.
I feel like I do find myself saying some shit like, damn, would I want somebody to say that to me?
We don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, I've come from a different background from her. And so I think that's what I got to understand with anybody I meet. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you whoever. Like, everybody's different. So if my friend needs for me to say something a little bit nicer, I can do that. But I think my message is still the same.
And that's all. The thing about it is, if this is your best friend and you know that you love her, she's not telling you anything that's gonna hurt you.
I had to tell her those exact words.
I'm not walking around shit.
No, that took me years. That took me years to realize, but that really is our background. Because looking at her family and looking at my family, and I think that's the thing, like knowing how we were raised, like how we were brought up and how we still living. I feel like there's a big difference in communication between how she deals with her family and friends and how I deal with my family and friends.
Just the main thing is respect. You say whatever you want to say.
But that's what it is, because when you are, I feel like I'm overly sensitive because I had parents who were extremely mean to me about a lot of stuff, and she knows a lot of my deepest, darkest shit, and I feel like that's why I'm overly sensitive with her.
But
because I feel like but
it's a self-reflect on you, because I can feel like that too sometimes. Like, you know, I was treated like this, so treat me like this. That's not fair to anybody. So I have to scale back, like,
and that's what we've learned over the years. Because I feel like I've toughened up over the years, but I feel like she's also softened up. But I feel like she'll still say what the fuck she want to say. Like, the message is like, we're not, she's not holding her tongue every conversation. Sometimes.
And she's learned to do that with me too. Because, like, when I tell, bitch, you sound dumb, bitch, you sound stupid. No, bitch, if it was me, you would tell me the same fucking thing, bitch. It's the same thing. Like, she's gotten tougher skin too. Like, I think we've learned how to talk to one another. We did not know how to talk to one another at one point. It was like.
But we really grew. It was like a relationship. Like, we really grew into learning each other. Like, okay, I know I can't talk to her this way, or
And
I
that's
know what
important
she
too.
means by this. Like, you can translate it in
And
your
before I
mind.
might yell at her and say, "Bitch, you sound like you know what? Why would you do some stupid shit like that?" Or, "Bitch, you sitting here. That's what causes this," or blah blah blah, and not seeing how that affected her, or not seeing how that might have triggered her. You know what I'm saying? Or triggered her from her past with her family and stuff like that. So I've had to learn how to say things, and I think that that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad thing to, as long as the message is still the same. The delivery has to be different.
I mean, with that, I have a friend like that, Bree, and I haven't spoke about Bree much, and she's a part of the 5 too. Bree is, and this is the one who's a Delta. Bree is very, like, I can't think of the word. If y'all could see me moving, she doesn't understand things, and she used to hurt my feelings sometimes too. But I just nip it in the bud real quick, like. She's big on college. She got 2 degrees. She damn near bored with life now. She got 2 degrees. She's working in her field. She is a Delta. So she would be like, you just need to go to school. You just need to go to school while I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm feeling like, okay.
You don't understand me.
You don't understand. And that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's when you just don't understand. I'm not going to school. Fuck school. That's on you. That's what you like to do. That's what I couldn't do it. I and the craziest part is I don't even want to tell y'all how far I am away from a degree, but I understand that she sees a potential in me. I understand that she wants to want better things for me, but that's not where my heart is. But I don't think that Brianna operates sometimes with her heart like that. Like, if that makes sense. Like,
she's thinking about
maybe
what
she
works
doesn't
for
have
her.
a passion or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are like that. She's not cold. Like, she supports me in Glow now, but it took a minute for me to have to show her or mold her into that. Like, you know, this is how this is working for me. This is what I'm going to do.
Because that's her life. So she's thinking of what you're doing as a hobby. She like, if I was doing something like that, it would be a hobby. And then this is my priority.
This is the people own boutiques and they really
that's their full time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is sometimes that she is good with things, but it's just the understanding who your friends are. That's it. Like, you just got to know who your friends are. And it's sometimes where she'll just be extremely passive. And it bugs the fuck out of me. It could be something as simple as, what bar y'all want to go to? I mean, I don't know. What it piss me off is it'd be like, Brie, you want peach juice or fruit punch? I like fruit punch, but whatever you want to do. Bitch, you want fruit punch?
I hate that shit too.
You want fucking fruit punch.
Make a
Just
decision.
say that.
Just say what you wanna do.
And that is, it's hard because it's that playing or it's that dancing around shit. That's one thing I don't feel comfortable doing in relationships, because I need to be able to let shit bear with you, because you're supposed to be my dog.
Right.
Period.
That's where me and Jessica are literally the same person.
That's what I was about to say.
We
Y'all
are-
seem like y'all got
No,
that
because
down.
when y'all was talking,
you see us just sitting here like,
when they was talking, y'all was like, y'all said something, both of the bitches was like,
We don't do that.
Like, when me and Jessica be like, look, is it X or Z? It's X. Like, there is no X, but I mean, whatever you want to do. No, it's X. This is what it is.
Even out of the friend group, like when it comes to decision making, we'll just be like, we'll give them the option, but we're
gonna make the decision.
We're gonna tell them what we're doing. So when we do our friend trips, we may say, hey, where do y'all want to go? But we're going to the Bahamas. we already talked about it. We're just trying to figure out the date.
We're going to the
and I'm like,
Bahamas.
okay, so how many days you want? 4 is good, but 5, you prefer 5. All right, I can do 5, but can it be with? Okay, so y'all, where did y'all want to go?
Bahamas, right?
Jamaica.
But you have to learn that, and that's not a dart. It's some friends that are just natural born leaders. You got friends that are just stronger naturally. They lead, and sometimes you got to get your bitches together. Like, come
That
on,
is
bitch.
funny.
Jessica's that friend for me. I'd be like, and then I want to we'll do this. We're going to do this. I'm like, oh.
not
You're like,
that-
Oh, it makes so much sense when you
No.
put it like that.
See, and that's one thing.
She's my executive.
We are
woman.
very, and I can speak for both of us. We're very decisive when it comes to things that need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me I need to do XYZ. Okay. This is what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no,
That's my
this is what we're gonna
answer.
do, but if you want to do what you want to do, that's fine. No, this is what it is. This is
Right.
what we're doing.
Right.
Period. That's what it is.
You definitely, I mean, it literally a take for me. Sometimes I could walk in Andrea's room like, okay, I want to order this piece and this piece. This piece is more expensive. It's going to cost me what both of these pieces cost me, but this not shit, and I could sell more with this. I look at her, shit, look at me. I'll be like, all right, thanks.
Right. Let me
She
get
don't even
that out.
gotta say shit. Just, okay, cool. And I can appreciate that. Latoya's the same way. Okay, we're gonna do this, and this. Brianna be like, well, I mean, all of them are cute, but and then Janae, they don't tell her what the fuck Janae gonna say.
She breastfeeding in the back. She not thinking about none of y'all.
She get all them bitches. I can't afford that, but you know, it's good to have different friends. Like they all play a very, 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 very important role in my life. I know who to call for what. I know who.
Do you feel like y'all ever get jealous of each other? I just feel like I don't know. Me and Mia haven't had a lot of friends. I have had more friends, and Mia, I feel like you
She has never liked any of my friends. I feel like that's just what it's been.
I don't get jealous because I know my relationship with my friends. So
yeah. All five of us? Hell no. It ain't no friend now.
I know if she
What
added.
friend do I have other than you?
Honesty.
Girl, that's a line sister. That's totally different.
That's
from
your
a
friend.
I feel like me.
Your
that's
LS is different
It's
than your
What friend
friends.
you talking about? The friend that we had mutually?
The one before that too. I don't feel like you really were.
Damn, add her. I mean, say your
What the
name.
hell?
Say the
Maya
letter.
was not.
Look
I
at
feel like
Noelle.
you like my.
Wait, hold on.
She came out like I'm that.
Okay,
Don't
go ahead.
touch my plans. Well, I won't say that. I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm not as friendly as.
Well, the friends you're talking about were
Okay.
mutual friends too.
Right.
Those aren't your. Well, they were your.
Well, no,
friends, but they were
now
mutual
that
friends
you
too.
said that they were mutual, thank you, because you used to say that was your friend, Ariel. That's your friend. That's your friend. But
That's
no,
your
that
friend
was,
because she wasn't my friend no more.
but even if she wasn't your friend anymore, at one point y'all were mutual friends.
Yeah, at one point we were all mutual friends.
Right. And then slowly everybody just kind of, ooh. And I'm not mad at that because that's high school friends, if that makes sense. But I'm not a friendly person like Tashi is. Tashi like brings this person, bring that person, bring this person. And I'm very, what do you call that? I'm okay with it. Bring whoever. If I'm to do that, Tashi the type of motherfucker to side eye somebody to be like, I don't know about that, or I gotta, and I'm okay. If that's your friend, cool. But you're not the same way.
Tashi, do you feel like you're
I feel like possessive.
you're territorial?
There we go. Thank
Territorial.
You. Yep.
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm territorial now, but I feel like I was for sure.
When was this?
A year ago. I'm being funny. It was like 2, but still, it was.
When she was in college, because I would be looking at all them bitches funny because I just felt like they was fake. But she was also in that like.
Which bitches you talking about?
I'm talking about like new people. I don't really know. I mean, as far as Ariel and Maya, I feel like that.
We went through that as far as
I never had no. I had a few college friends, but it was never like I'm gonna bring you around them. Like it was never. Even when you came down for homecoming, it was me, you, and Maya. It was never like, oh, meet my friends. It was never really like that.
I mean, it's hard kind of trying to mesh friends a little
It
bit.
is.
Anyway.
Oh no, that's what she loved to do.
But I think that
Who else did I do that with? This the first friend that I feel like you've actually liked that I've had.
It's but you have tried to mesh friends. I feel like whether or not it worked, I'm about to. What's her name? Neek. Thank you. Okay, your one friend before that, the one who y'all hung out with too. Hey, give me her name. Come on.
Well, I'm not name dropping everybody on this episode.
Jamia, who was not. Okay, cool. It's like, but Tashi is a friendly person, so I'm okay with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she has more friends. I'm not a friendly person, so I get that. But when I get a friend, you know what I'm saying, which is harder for me to do than her, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I can see her doing that.
I just want to know who besides Ariel and Maya, because those were mutual friends. Like, have you brought around a friend who you feel like I was like, oh, fuck this bitch?
I feel like if I was right now in this very moment,
But
you would probably be like,
You
I don't
talking about
want to.
hypotheticals.
I'm not a friendly person like you. You are literally my only friend right now. So, I mean, I have yet to bring anybody around. But if I was to right now, I think you would.
Probably.
I just feel like we're talking about hypotheticals.
Hey, wait a minute.
because
Hold
it
on.
hasn't really
If y'all
happened.
could have seen the way me and Jessica and Aja just looked at Tasha, what's your response?
I just feel like you're talking about hypothetical shit.
And
It hasn't happened.
to just throw it out there since we've been, I feel some type of way sometimes that this is my only friend because, and I'm not saying that you put me in this situation because the other friends, they were removed from me for a reason. Everybody has a season and a reason. But I do feel like because I'm the only person, sometimes I think you take comfort in that versus me. You know, because sometimes like we talked about hot girl summer. I don't have. I'm sorry, hold on. I don't have the hot girl. Sometimes I gotta go based off of what me and her had this conversation. I have to go based off of when she got a babysitter, when she available to do something.
That's
when she
what
got
I was talking about when I said that she felt like that when I was pregnant versus after.
And she had so much fun with her friends before she had the baby, and I feel like I'm just getting the baby friend Tasha. You know what I'm saying?
But she was also not.
But wait a
you
minute.
You weren't like party mode like
was
that.
y'all not cool for a minute?
We weren't, but before that minute, I was still out with her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I would still go out with her when I came home and do stuff, and I would hang out with her friends. And it was.
But she also wasn't big on going out. She didn't become big on going out till she came back.
But let me
home
also
this time.
explain that I had people pulling me from different places when I came home.
Yeah, she was coming home for like a week or
How
however
she
long.
be like, let's go to my little brother's recital. Let's go here. Let's
it's
go.
not like
and
I
I
wasn't trying
would
to go.
never say no to my friend. That was an issue for me. I didn't want to say no, but I also didn't want to spend my time at home going to little brother's recital or going out to eat with your family. Like, it was just like, I didn't know how to say no. And when I did say no, it was like, for her, it was like, how dare you, bitch. I'll only get you for a second. Oh my God.
Can I add something? Because I feel like Janae kind of be doing the same thing to me. Like,
I
well,
told her that. I said I used to
like
do it just
we,
like that.
for example, her dad's retirement birthday is tomorrow. As y'all can see, my aunt has a event business. I help her. She like, you coming to the party, right? I'm like, yes. We went to go look at the venue. We went to go look at the venue. I'm like, all right, I'll see y'all later. Or we going out to lunch. You and Kennedy coming, right? I'll be like, God damn, I'll be at all the family dinners.
Well, I mean,
That's Brianna with me.
but when you've been friends for
Christmas
so
party, wear
long,
pajamas.
like my dad was like, why wouldn't you come?
Yep.
That's literally.
And then I had, but sometimes
my dad said, why wouldn't you come?
but then I kind of gotta check myself too, because she was at my mom 60th party, and I was like, oh well, she did come to my mama party, so I guess I need to go to her daddy party.
Things with like that go without saying with me and mine. Like Brianna, she have a
But
Christmas
it's
party
only
down there.
me. We have another close friend that lives in Michigan. She probably don't even know Janae is home. I'm just saying.
And you know what? You right. You right. And I hate to say this because after we leave here, I literally was about to pull up on her, but then I realized she with her whole man, and I have to step back and remember she got a whole nigga at the end of the day. We out here.
But pause. The friend she's gonna listen to this probably with the man when she's not included in things, then it's me. And I feel like I feel like sometimes I'm the one that be like, hey, make sure you tell this friend we doing this. Or like if I'm going to Charlotte or if I'm invited, I be like, hey, maybe you should let her know too.
But friends know when y'all best friends.
No, but she a part of that group.
But it's two. But y'all are best friends.
No, but that's
We're all
best
We're
friends.
all best friends.
But you
The
said
four of us.
y'all are best friends. Like,
No.
The relationships are different, but we
every
are all
relationship
best
is different.
friends.
Every relationship is always
It's
going to be
four
different.
of us.
Jessica technically is the third person that I met out of our friend group. I met one person in the 6th grade. I met one person before I met Jessica, and then I met Jessica, and then I met, our other friend. But she's right. She's 100% right. She's 100% right, and I'm agree to that. But what it was is that Jessica's aunt is helping me and my family decorate my dad's party, and they're gonna be there. So I just feel like, why wouldn't you show up? My dad was like, "Is Jessica coming?" And I'm like, I didn't mention I didn't say anything at the time, but I was like, well, shit. Now I am because he mentioned it. Right. So why wouldn't I have her there? What the fuck?
I thought that was a fan.
No.
That's thunder.
Why wouldn't she come? If my dad was like, is Jessica coming? Well, she can now because you said something. We're all going to be in that bitch. Hey.
Which is fine. But my
throwing
point,
up gang signs.
My point is when it's a I I don't necessarily feel like I'm the center, but sometimes I feel
So
like
you
the
feel
center.
like you're the center of your friend group? I feel like Jessica's the center of the friend group as
That
well.
makes sense.
but
and
not
she
all
brings-
the way, because I feel like you and Jasmine are.
And that's because we live closer to each other.
Yeah,
and
it's
we
like
see, we
me
see
and
each other.
Ashley because we live
We
in
see each other
Michigan,
more,
and
and that's it. Yes, I agree. You and Ashley because y'all see each other more. Y'all live in the same state. Me and Jasmine technically don't live in the same state, but we're close enough that I can, I can get to her faster than I can get to you, Ashley, or Jaleesa. So if I have an issue or something crazy happens, Jasmine's gonna be my person because
However,
she's the closest person to me.
when there's something going on, I feel like it's me, Jasmine, and Janae will still be in the know, but I still have to be like Ashley's spokesperson. And I'm always that person. Make sure you tell Ashley. Make sure you invite Ashley. You should let Ashley know. And I'd be tired of doing that.
I feel like you talking about my birthday specifically though. Are you talking about my
No,
birthday?
I'm just talking about in general.
Oh, okay.
So, what was the thing that you want to talk about? Your friends telling you not to do shit that they do?
Yeah, but now I
do
don't
that
even
bad.
remember what I was referencing.
I remember what you were referencing, but let me tell you, we just had a conversation about
that
this.
shit bad.
Was it
And we
something
laughed
earlier
about
today?
this shit for a
No,
whole
not
walk
today.
home. Because
Oh, walk on. What?
remember we were walking with Noel. We were
I
walking
thought
my
that's what you were
son.
talking about. Yep.
Can you remind me? Because I don't remember.
You were referencing y'all phone calls on at work.
Oh, I remember now.
When me and Mia, so the same question, we literally just talked about the same thing in different contexts. We were walking. Mia had. I feel like we both do it. We go back and forth about stuff. So we
Somebody
like,
has to be the dumb friend and somebody got to be the smart
Yes.
friend.
We take turns.
Literally.
We take turns.
Somebody is being dumb at the time. And right now I'm dumb diddy. Okay? I got dumb written on my forehead for a nigga. And that's okay, but I'm coming out of it. It's all right. He don't want me. I'm okay with it.
Dumb
That
diddy.
nigga fine. Keep going. Keep going. One more week.
I'm just saying he
That
don't
nigga
want me.
look
and that's
good.
Okay.
Bitch, you look good. You're mine.
Bruh, that nigga look good. Keep
Thank you.
trying.
I know.
Another
Tasha
month.
told me. Tasha
and
told me
every
to stop and
single
give
day.
up.
Tashi
I feel
don't like me.
I be
One more week.
I be like, Tasha, I'm
One
done
more
with him.
week.
I blocked him. Bitch, let me tell you what he said today.
Bitch, I'm done telling my friends I blocked them. He got me some money.
I wish you would stop telling me
that. Yeah. And he got me some more money.
This bitch was in the same sentence. She'll be like, I blocked them, but what should I say to this this message? I'm like,
If you know
but
who
I
was
thought we
listening,
just
I missed
talked
my
about
$100 a
this.
week allowance. I missed that.
I would never lose
I ain't
that.
missed.
What Carisha said?
I'm still holding on.
We just did this
I
whole
missed
going
my-
back and
I
forth
missed
about
my
whose turn it
Wait,
is.
are you referring to?
I'm gonna let them finish.
the
And I
mailman?
remember now, huh?
Is this the nail man or the bathing suit man?
Nail man. Bathing.
That's the same
Bathing
person.
suit.
It's the same nigga?
Nail and yeah.
Wait,
When I grow up, I want to be. Sorry.
I'm
what are you
concerned.
talking about? I don't
Do
even know
he
what
do
you're talking
nails?
about.
What's going
You
on?
know what she's talking about.
Oh my
The
god.
man I love.
Yeah.
He don't do nails.
I'm about to put my
face
feet
up.
on.
I'm like, wait.
I told you I love him the other day, but nobody believed me.
I'm in love.
Girl, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe
I didn't
you.
say I
don't
was
believe you.
in love. I said I love him.
I say you're
I'm not
infatuated.
stigmatized. He just fine.
You're in lust. You're in lust.
It be like that.
And lust is
though.
something.
I understand.
Hey, let me tell you something. Lust is such a strong feeling that makes you think something, and then you just like once you got your lust goggles.
You want to
on,
know the
it's like-
last time I seen him? What was the date of your pop-up shop? That was the last time I
that's
seen
too
him.
long.
I'm away.
Your pop-up shop was in February.
March.
No, March.
I love him.
March. Wait,
But
what,
why
but
would
March
you-
what? Because it's technically May
18th, something like that.
7th,
Early. It was early.
April
in March.
18th. Okay, so almost 2 months.
Literally that day. That was the last time I seen him before the pop-up shop. We spent that whole day before the pop-up shop.
It be like that sometimes though, but you gotta
It's cool.
tell
I'm
your
getting over it
friends.
slowly.
I'm never gonna get over mine, and I just
Me
want you to know
neither.
that I
Hey, I know
I'm
you.
getting over
Tashi,
mine. There's other dick out here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they
question
not all
posted,
like
but I'm
that.
gonna
What's
ask
the question?
after you're done.
I done
with
found
your-
some-
I don't even want to talk about this question no more because I want to talk about these niggas. But go ahead with your question. It's your turn.
No.
I was gonna mention. I was gonna say what you do that she. Paul, I told y'all we talk every morning. She takes a call and be on the call for 15 minutes.
I had you on
hello, this is Janae from Beep. I'm on a recorded line. Okay, yep. I sent you the request for the FedEx, and I sent you the form, and I just be on the phone waiting. The other day, I took a call. We was on that call for about 3 minutes. I gotta go.
That's not true.
Go.
That's not true.
In my headphones.
That's not true.
Hold on. She in my headphones. I'm talking on the computer.
She's lying.
Specifically called and she said, make sure we talk about this on the podcast.
She was like, call me back. Call me back. I'm like, this bitch be having me on hold for 20 minutes. I don't hang up. The second I got on the phone, call me back.
That nigga lying. That nigga lying.
This was a 5-minute conversation.
It was not.
You don't be on the phone for 15 minutes trying to get they FedEx form in the mail so they can mail it back because you done already mailed it. You got to mail it again. You don't be on the phone for 15 minutes explaining to them where the form is.
Real talk, what y'all don't realize, Jessica funny as fuck. Like, y'all don't realize how funny she is.
Funny as fuck.
She is so silly.
You don't be doing that.
However,
I'm just asking.
she lying right now.
No, I'm not.
She is. She was on the phone with
5 minutes.
Was it Jacqueline?
Jenny.
And her and Jenny were talking about literally nothing. They were like, "Hey, girl, how was your day? It was good.
It was 5 minutes.
Work is stressful. Da 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 da." But at the 5 minute mark, I'm like, "Yo, just call me back."
She will have me on hold while she's in a meeting. I'm like, "Bro, call me back."
But no. When I'm on hold in a meeting, I'm on mute, and I will still talk to you.
But you don't have to.
But here, and then I'll unmute.
You can hang up.
No. So here I go. Yeah, I'm talking to Jessica. Boom, boom, boom. And then my manager say something. Boom. Yeah. Mute.
But you can call me back though.
I'm talking on the phone. I'm
can
in
call.
person. Like,
But there's no reason for me to get off the phone.
Calling me back for your free psychic reading. Because I'll get off the phone with her. I'll be like, yeah, I'm busy right now. I gotta go. And that'll be the last time we talk.
For the day.
I tell her all the time, I'm like, you hold me hostage on the phone. She don't be wanting to hang up.
Real talk. And that's what it is. Because I don't give a shit. But hear me out. I hold Jessica hostage on the phone because when she gets off the phone with me,
it be done for
for the next day, and I be like, "Yo, I need to tell you some shit." Like
that's how I be. I don't think that.
Wait. In real talk, I have nothing to say.
And
literally have nothing to say.
Yeah.
I be like, "So what you do yesterday?"
Nigga, you know what I did. We was on the phone.
I be like, "Yo, what you do yesterday?" But no, real talk. At the end of the day, I hate to say this, Jessica's my man. And we are each other's man.
I got a lot of that.
We are each other's man.
But I understand.
And to be honest with you, like, so, you know, like, sometimes, anybody got a man at this table?
No.
Okay.
I told you I'm in love with a nigga that don't love me back.
So, like, hear me out. When you're upset about something, who do you call? Or your man, right?
She gonna be sick.
I literally have to say, I gotta call Jessica.
I'm gonna call Jessica.
I'm gonna literally fuck somebody else.
Get a man, she ain't gonna talk to me
no more. I said, let me call Jessica. I'm gonna fuck somebody else.
I'm not.
Friend, they said XYZ, Janae.
I expected already.
Jessica be like, you're drunk, you're crazy, calm down.
That Janae drunk voice is something else.
As
soon as she be like,
hello.
There we go.
I be screaming on the phone with her. Bitch, this nigga got me.
Oh, so you a loud drunk.
Yes.
You a loud drunk.
Yes.
See, I'm not loud, but when I get angry, I'm like, bitch, let me tell you about this stupid motherfucker that...
Bro, the last time, he flipped the table over and he spilled the drink on me. I'm
still annoyed about that. Like, why would you flip
over
our
table?
In
the bed like,
it was two other,
that's crazy.
But real talk, there was 2 other tables with dudes there, but you flip over the female table, you're a bitch. Like, at the end of the day, you're a bitch.
Niggas are bitches.
But we're not even
over
going
it.
to Tashi, I completely forgot my question to ask, so I apologize.
What else I want to talk about? Have you guys ever had, I think this might be we might wrap it up after this. Have you guys ever had a breakup? Obviously, yeah. Me and me kind of talked about it a little bit. A breakup?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's hell.
I mean, Jessica told me that she was mad at me, but
I feel like, and it's Kennedy 8, so I really don't even fully remember. I feel like there's been
it was
space, but it wasn't a break. We weren't.
It was
never
very
friends.
early. It was very early in her. Was it your pregnancy or more so when Kennedy was born? Do you remember? No, you don't remember. You just said that.
I feel like it was that. Like,
hold on, real quick.
Going in the boat.
You do? Have y'all? I feel like you had a break.
It's funny because I just got a text from one of my friends. She's telling me not to count this nigga out that I definitely counted out along.
Don't count them out. We love him.
So our friend group is very different. Like, to me, if we have an issue within us, we discuss it.
We really don't have a lot of issues.
We don't have a lot of issues because we don't get into it like that. We don't argue like that. But if we have a disagreement, it's gonna be addressed at that moment. I think me and Jessica had gotten to a distance moment. I want to say more so.
It was just because we were
when she was pregnant. When she was pregnant, and I was doing my own thing, living my best life, and now that I think about it, when I was hanging out with other people, like, so when I got done
she
with
was
college,
working at another job.
I was working at
Liddy.
Yeah, I was working at Burlington. That was my job after
and the
college.
Google job.
Oh, and Google. And I maybe have been distancing I'm not saying distancing myself, but I definitely was more so hanging out with them because Jessica couldn't go out. She couldn't drink. She couldn't have fun as much as, I was willing to do. Mm-hmm. And that's where
I slept my whole pregnancy.
That's where our distance came in. And she made it very known. You haven't been here enough for me as my friend in my pregnancy. And I was like, yo, I hate that you saying that because I felt like I have been there, but maybe not to your liking. And I wish that in retrospect, I wish we can go back and kind of discuss that at the beginning when she felt that way. But at the end of the day, that's my bitch. And if y'all try to fuck with her, I'm going to kill you. Period.
Have y'all ever seen Twilight?
Hell
no.
Yeah,
that's your shit.
All right, great. So in the fourth, they talk about imprinting.
Wait, in the what?
Yeah, imprinting.
They talk about
the fourth one.
I feel like
so only you two motherfuckers have seen that.
So anyway,
I'm sorry. Okay.
They talk about imprinting, meaning the wolves, the people that turn into wolves, when they see someone, they automatically like fall in love with that person. And I feel like...
And it's not like just romantic love.
That's kind of how I feel like Janae and Kennedy are. Like, it was like, oh, you having a baby, but I don't know that baby. But it was like once she met Kennedy and seen Kennedy and her and Kennedy have their own relationship, it's like, oh, I love you, Kennedy. Not because of who your mom is, but because... her and Kennedy have their own relationship.
Did that turn a certain age? Because me and we
no.
Right now.
So when Kennedy, I mean, let's not get it twisted. Because when Jessica gave birth to Kennedy, I got there when Jessica told me I gave birth. I was there the next day.
Yeah,
I was there at the hospital. I saw Kennedy when she was a baby. I'm like, okay.
But I feel like
this is our baby. But I
feel like being pregnant is different.
I may have not been there in the way that she thought, in the way that she felt like I should have been there, and I respect that because as my friend, she's letting me know you weren't there for me, and I'm like, damn, I feel bad because I wasn't there for you in the way that you felt like I should have been there, in the way that I have been there for you in the past. But to me, I also felt a certain type of way as far as like, damn, it's different. However, Kennedy, we have our own relationship. Like
she has other nieces and nephews.
Kennedy, that's my baby. Like
I would even say she's closer to Kennedy than her own blood.
Yes,
nieces and nephews.
To me, and let's just keep it real. Since Kennedy was born, is not only have I been talking to Jessica since XYZ.
Every morning.
I talk to Kennedy every morning as well. Janae! Hey girl.
You wanna know the question of the day?
You wanna know the question of the day? Pizza or tacos? Tacos, Kennedy.
Like,
man.
Right there.
That's my girl. Like,
no, it won't wake up out of her sleep with me and Mia yapping on the phone.
There's not a time. Listen, there's not a time that I'm not gonna go to bat for Kennedy. There's not a time that if Jessica be like, yo, XYZ about Kennedy, oh, okay, well, here I come over here on the flight. Like I'm gonna be there for her. That's my girl.
They wear matching swimsuits. I'm not even invited.
And you know what?
I'm not even invited to wear the matching.
You're sure not?
I don't even have a turquoise.
You sure ain't?
Tashi right here. Here you go. She's got her backpack.
Hey, let me show y'all me and Kennedy matching swimsuits.
Mia apologized for not being there at the beginning of my pregnancy, but I feel like I forgave her when she had to see my fucking cervix.
I'm sorry, what?
She was in the delivery room with me, and they were like,
anyone
who doesn't want to see this might want to shield it.
wait.
might wanna-
So you had Noel vaginally?
No. No.
Wait, what?
Hey, Ashley seen
They were
mine.
checking her cervix, and I'm sitting here on my phone.
She's
like,
not paying no attention. They made an announcement to the room. If anybody doesn't want to see this, they might want to look away now or leave the room. And Mia's
That's what happens when you don't.
and I'm
listen.
sitting there wide eagle, they elbow deep in my vag, and she looked up. She said, "Oh my god, oh my."
Hey, real talk, look at me and Kennedy matching Miss Swimming suits.
No, they're
That is so cute.
The fact that you found the picture.
I mean, it wasn't.
No,
hard
it
to
be
find
like that
4th of
because
July.
now I'm looking at me.
Hey, you like, oh, okay, yep. I got my shit too.
And Andrea is pregnant with my first goddaughter.
Oh,
Leah Dream, I think she said. Leah.
Wait, she's pregnant right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's doing August.
Wow.
All right, what's
August
next?
what?
One gotta go. Jam of the week.
August 10th.
7th.
No, we're doing our first listener letter.
no.
Oh, we
No,
got our
Virgo.
first listener letter, y'all.
Okay, this is a new segment. This is a new segment.
No more stealing stuff off Twitter.
What time is it?
All right, so let me hurry up because it's a little lengthy. So let me hurry up. All right, so our
That's an area
listener letter. I was friends with a girl for 15 years, best friends since the playground. She and I never once had a serious fight. We were always on the same page. The only thing in our friendship that made me nervous, she was cool with a group of women who didn't like me from high school. I never felt threatened by them or their friendship in any way. She didn't even hang with them often, so I always convinced myself that her being friends with them was unproblematic. Her birthday came around last year, and I was always hyped to celebrate with her. However, this time things were different. She was being very secretive about her birthday, almost like she had plans that she didn't want me to attend. I hit her line several times throughout the week to remind her I'd be free for whatever. One of her college friends that I was also cool with invited me to a surprise party for her just days before her birthday. Naturally, as a bestie, I wanted in. The college friend denied any help that I tried to offer. Sis didn't even want me to help set up. It was cool, though. I still got my girl a gift and came to the surprise party. My friend and her college friend were being mad weird all week. And at the party, I couldn't understand why. But I ended up finding out through mutual friends that she had a whole other party that she never mentioned to me. Actually, she went out of her way to continuously tell me she had no plans. The gag is the group of girls from high school got an invite. Although the vibe was off and my feelings were a little hurt after the surprise party, I reached out to her to talk. She ignored several of my attempts to communicate after the surprise party. What sent me to hell is she finally said, "I'll talk to you eventually," and never did. I let her go. She was posting weird subliminal shit after the incident when I decided to unfollow her. To this day, I can't fathom how she easily ghosted our 15-year friendship. If she had an issue with me, I don't understand why she couldn't say that. It's approaching a year since this incident, and some days it does weigh heavy on my heart because I can't help but ask myself what really happened.
Wow, that's kind of crazy because I feel like
Y'all don't
that's kind of happened to me a little
Right,
bit.
'cause I might have said it wrong.
Not specific. No, not that same situation, but the fact that you've been friends with somebody for a certain amount of time, and then y'all in your friendship, and you be like, I never did anything specifically to you.
Well, we
wanna
can't
know who you're
necessarily
talking
say
about.
that. I feel like it's always two sides to a story.
That bitch was your friend.
I feel like, what if she did some shit and her friend just never felt like she needed
Yeah,
to
like,
address
so-
it? Like,
so-
it was like, you know what you did,
Pause.
bitch. If I gotta
Is
say
this
it, then...
somebody broke this into the podcast?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, I love this. I love this.
But
I'm gonna write in
as
shit
a
too.
friend from elementary school,
What?
I would need some closure. I would need to know, why did you feel like you couldn't tell me, or why?
But wait a
why
minute.
did you need to
How
exclude
old
me?
is she? Because you
She's
said
having a
elementary.
baby now. What do you mean?
Wait.
Right?
Who's
I'm
having
sorry,
a
you
baby?
said a baby?
What?
I'm sorry, birthday party. Sorry,
It's
not
her
baby
birthday.
shower. I'm thinking, sorry, we got a baby shower.
Look,
tomorrow.
if
I'm
they-
somewhere.
hold on,
I'm like,
what
we
the-
got a baby shower tomorrow. I was,
Do you know
I was
who this is?
translating the
Do you
shit
know
in my
who
head.
I was like, who's pregnant?
Do you know who this was?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I said baby shower. We're going to a baby shower tomorrow, y'all. Sorry that my brain is.
Well, we had an incident, not like this exactly.
Maybe that's where I was translating all of this.
But we had an incident
Personalized.
where you ghosted me, and I feel like you just needed time and space. It was growing pains,
A lot of times
but you
I
never
do.
explained yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you feel like that's
What?
similar?
I be trying to
let
understand
me-
as well.
Wait, I'm sorry. Just for my brain. How long have y'all been friends?
Since the 7th grade.
I want to ask y'all something
So
crazy.
7th grade, y'all are how old?
And I can't. Not
Six
till we
going
get
on
off.
27.
So
Not till we get off
7th
the
grade
air.
is 12. So okay, y'all been friends for over
10 years.
10 years. So okay, go. I'm sorry. Because I'm just trying to figure out how the hell you ghosted her or she ghosted you.
Now, I don't know what specifically she's talking about, but there have been times when that was the same. Was that not the same issue from before with the baby shower that me and you stopped talking?
No. That time, I don't know what happened.
When me and you stopped, when me and you stopped talking, we stopped talking over that situation with her.
This situation,
that was in the same time frame, was it not?
No. This is a whole different situation because this happened like once a year for like 3 years.
Okay.
What?
But this was a time when we were supposed to meet up and you got mad at something I said. You hung up the phone and we didn't talk until your birthday that year. So that was in December. Because I remember it was the year I was at Wayne State.
Okay. I'm trying to remember.
Like some pepperoni cheese.
Because I remember I hung out with Mark at that time and he was like, she just going through XYZ, and I was like, fuck
but
that.
I think there
was this before or after Amari party? Because she was at Amari's birthday.
I think honestly there are times when people need breaks. For me, if I'm already going through a lot and you already bringing you know what I'm saying? I need breaks. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm already going through something internally, personally, and I go through a lot of things personally where I'm going through dark, depressed times that I cannot be there for somebody, and I can't sit there on the phone. I don't know about y'all. I know. So
why don't you just be like, I can't talk right now.
I don't feel like we had the communication down at that point.
I don't feel like.
Okay, so this must have happened in y'all teen years.
No.
Oh shit.
Early 20s.
I don't feel like she can accept that.
Okay,
I feel like
early 20s, early 13s.
I'll be honest. As a grown woman right now, there are still times where I feel like I can go a few days without talking to her because we talk so often. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not able to really verbalize sometimes to my friend when I need a break because I go through things and I have my dark moments where I just don't want to talk to it just happens. It's like it's a light switch for me.
I'm big on communication and I have really bad abandonment issues. That's where we and recently, not necessarily recently, but like within the past year, she's hit me up and been like, I'm
trying to be
going
better.
Through it.
Yeah.
And I need some space. Like,
so
if I don't talk to you,
on y'all
that's how it's always.
So it's like,
that's always been the issue.
Hey, girl, let me talk to you. Tashi, I can't.
It won't
I
even
can't
be
talk
me
to you
reaching
about
out to
this
her.
right now.
Sometimes she'll just be like,
I'm
like if I don't
now. I
talk
can't
to
talk to you.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not in a good head.
It's no beef, but it's just like I can't.
Because my head automatically goes to like, you hate me.
Why?
No. I have issues.
Okay.
I have issues.
First of all, how often do you deal with yourself?
I'm in therapy. I'm good.
Often. No, I'm saying like,
often.
Do you go out by yourself?
Go where?
Anywhere.
Restaurants, movie
Applebee's.
No, but I would. I can't go nowhere by myself. I got a baby.
Take her.
Hell no. You take her. Nigga? The fuck? Hell no.
So wait, no.
Her baby's still young.
Yes.
There was a point in time where I didn't take Kennedy out the house.
She is young, but however, you need to have time for yourself as well.
I feel like y'all giving me a lecture that I don't need.
No, I'm not giving you a lecture because if I was giving you a lecture, I would still be talking.
No, I understand what you're trying to say. That's not it. I get what you're saying. No.
What's the hypothetical name for the listener letter? Let's get back to her.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
I'm just throwing one out.
So what I'm gonna suggest for Tiffany, I'm a real person. My personality is I feel like I need to say my piece. Mm-hmm. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Because sometimes people don't want to hear what you got to say. But I know I feel better knowing that I said something. Because for me, how are you supposed to assume or guess how I feel if I never told you? Mm-hmm. So I can live with myself at the end of the day being like, I told the man that I love how I felt. I can tell somebody how I feel, and then I'll just have to live with the consequences.
I've been having this shit coming from both directions. Don't even. I don't know. My head.
But I can live with myself knowing, like, I told you how I felt. So there is no questions how I feel about you.
That, but I feel like some people don't receive it.
However,
hold
on, let me
and that's where we differ.
Let me finish.
And it's not just your friend. It's my family. That's been my whole life issue. But I feel like I've never been able. I'm sorry, just not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I've never been able to verbalize things the way I want to because they've always been misinterpreted the wrong way. If I try to explain to my parents, for example, like you know how they say when your parents say I'm depressed and your parents be like depressed them fucking dishes. Yeah. That's how my life has been. So I've shut down. I've had moments where I've had to just be quiet.
So now you don't talk to them, you talk at them, and not even disrespectfully. It's a boundary that needs to be set because I'm uncomfortable with this. I can't do that. Period. I'm done with the shit.
But also has to be the person receiving it. If
Are
the
you
person
Tiffany?
is.
I'm
when I'm listening, you see, I got misinterpreted with the baby shower.
That's people. I think that's a lot of people's problem is I gave it to you cut and dry.
Everybody don't want it.
You do what you gonna do with that information, but you're not gonna say I didn't tell you. You're not gonna say you didn't motherfucking know because I'm giving it to you. I don't like this. I cannot tolerate this.
And that's where I am at.
Period.
At 30.
And see, to me, based off of what the listener said, she said, I don't understand how she let a 15-year friendship go. I'm different. So to me, if I reach out to you once and you don't say shit to me, we're done. I'm not going to continue to do that with you. Mm-hmm. If I don't know why we fell out and I reach out to you once, then at this point, we're done. Because if I don't understand,
I piss you off one time and we're done.
But if I
reach out to you and I say, yo, what happened? Like, I don't understand.
One
time because you only got one time with me.
You might give
at the end of the day.
You got one time with your best friend.
That's what I'm.
You only got one time with me personally because if I reach out to you and say, hey, I don't understand what took place. Why are we not friends anymore? And you don't say shit to me.
How many times am
then
I
we're not.
reach out?
Then we're not friends.
That? Because I don't know if she said that.
She reached out to her and about the shit, and she said,
we'll talk about it later. Eventually, if we haven't talked about it, she never said nothing to her. So at that point, we're no longer going to have a conversation because at that point, I'm done with you. Because I reached out, I made the effort. Now it's either your turn to make the effort to me, or it's or I'm done. No,
or go to hell.
I'm done.
But I got a point.
I'm done because it's like I made the effort.
I
tried.
I'm going to tell you why that's not true. Because Tashi says this all the time. We treat niggas different than we treat our friends.
And we sure do.
And we will give a nigga chance.
And you know
after
why?
chance.
Tell her.
And you know why?
And you know why? Your friend
Tell her.
Your friend messed up one time. And
no, it's not a mess up. No, according to the listener letter. According to the listener letter, homegirl said me and her have been friends for a certain amount of time. She excluded me out of stuff. She stopped talking to me, and I didn't understand why. That's what the listener letter said. Tiffany said, I've been friends with her for 15 years. She started having situations outside of me, didn't invite me. Then she wanted to invite me to a group situation. Come to find out she had a party
that was normally something that we would do together.
Exactly. And then she found out they had a party outside of me. And then I reached out to her like, yo, what's going on? And she said, we'll talk about it later.
No.
Pause. Hold on. Wait.
So you named about 4 different situations, right?
According to
about 4 different situations happened.
Can I reread
within that friend group?
You.
How many times have you forgave the nigga you talking to right now?
They don't fuck me like
more than 4. More than 4.
They not doing this shit. And let's be clear. Wait, and let's be clear. Fuck him too.
It ain't fuck him because you still fucking with him.
Keep fucking with him.
But we not friends no more.
But them niggas don't give you the emotional support your friends.
So
you usually can't call on them for nothing. I can call on my friend to come help me out. You can't call on them niggas.
There's a few things that I want us to keep in mind about what the listener said. She said, me and the girl have been friends for 15 years. 15 years. That's one. Okay? She said she's been friends with a group of girls that don't like me since high school. To me, that's
the problem
That's the problem right there. Because at the end of the day, if Jessica's friends with somebody that don't fuck with me, then to me,
you're not.
How are you my friend?
Yeah.
Because let's say they talk about me to her, is she gonna come back and tell me? Like, I don't like that. So then another thing that the girl said, Tiffany, she said her birthday came around last year and I was always hyped to celebrate with her. However, this time things were different. She was very secretive about her birthday, almost like she didn't want me to plan anything. If I'm friends with Jessica for 15 years, why wouldn't you want me to be a part of your birthday and helping you plan it or do whatever? She said one of her college friends invited me to a surprise. Oh, shit. You didn't mention that. Surprise. Surprise, air quotes, party just days before her birthday, naturally as her bestie. Bitch, how the fuck don't I know about my bestie's birthday party? Exactly. Right. So the college friend denied any help, and that I tried to offer. Sis didn't even mention that she wanted help. She said, I got my girl a gift and came to surprise party. My friend and her college friends were being mad weird all week, and at the party, I didn't understand why. But at the end up, I find out they're mutual friends. So the college friend and I'm assuming the high school friends are mutual friends, and they decided to throw a party without her and never even mentioned it.
That's your best friend ain't got your back.
Exactly. That makes me question her as a friend.
Because you letting these bitches.
How is that even possible? How am I your best friend and I don't even know about a party that you had? Another thing she said. She's posting weird subliminal shit after the incident. You're not about to post shit about me. You gonna address me directly. Man. Because to me, that's how friends work.
I've been in that
If there's an issue with my friend, I feel like my friend should tell me. Yeah. If I did something to hurt you, if I did something to upset you, tell me so I can know better next time. I don't want us to not be friends no more because I've been in your life for so long. Tell me when I'm doing something
like the
wrong.
girl just don't want to be her friend no more.
And that's how I feel about it.
Down to. She don't want to be
That's
her friend.
how I feel about it. She said...
And she really should have just...
there's no other points that I'm trying to realize in this one.
No, that's it. That's what it comes down to. She don't want to be your friend no more. And she really could have said that instead of basically embarrassing you, because there's no point in you even being there. Because honestly, everybody at that party probably knows, except for you, that she don't really fuck with you.
Right. So it's like, to me, y'all not friends for real. Y'all may be associates at this point. Maybe y'all was friends at a point, and then the friendship changed. But shit is different. Like y'all grew up, maybe.
No, something definitely changed. I feel like the friend just didn't want to have a real conversation with her about how she was really feeling, or she didn't know how she was really feeling. But at the end of the day, she was still being shady as hell. So that was on her to be the adult and to say something to her. And if this listener was one of my friends, you would have to... I feel like you just got to let it go. Like, I feel like shit comes...
Yes, let it go and let God.
About these
let
niggas.
Go and
like,
let God.
I feel like people show you. Like, she showed you where she wanted to stand.
And it may just not be the time to have that conversation. It's some people we went to high school with that were close friends, even through college, fell out shortly after college, and I seen them reconnect on Facebook, having lunch with their kids. You never know what the future holds, but I would just, I'm just saying what I seen on Facebook. I ain't say it was me. But, shit happens, life happens.
Yep.
And if it's still bothering you, you could try to say something one more time, but it doesn't sound like it's even worth
at that
it.
point.
Yeah, because it's, to me,
in
that situation, there's a lot of things that were going on behind the scenes that, to me, as a friend, I personally couldn't do, and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing. And at the end of the day, it's like, all right, whatever.
Can we wrap up?
You about to
done.
What's next?
One gotta go.
One gotta go.
You got a one gotta go?
I don't got one, but you sent me
Oh,
one.
but
so
can I
let's do that
send you? I sent Jessica one recently.
That was the one I sent. Go ahead, Janae,
Yeah,
with
go
the one
ahead.
gotta go.
Oh, really?
Bet.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me go to the group chat. Okay. So, one gotta go, and this is based off. Wait, she coming back?
Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay, this is based off who Okay, let me rephrase this. Which actor gotta go, and it's based off of their portrayal of. I'm sorry, not portrayal. I'm sorry, portrayal of another person.
Is that the one you sent me?
The biopic.
Yes,
I don't
the
know if that's
biopic.
the
So
one I
I'm
sent
gonna
you.
go.
I think so.
We got Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles and Ray.
I'm
Angela
already
Bassett.
stressed.
Angela Bassett as Tina Turner, and What's Love Got to Do with It? J-Lo as Selena and Selena. Denzel Washington as Malcolm X in the Malcolm X movie. One gotta go. You gonna go first?
I'll go.
Okay, go.
All of them.
I'll go.
One. Oh, you.
You gonna go before you get rid of one of them?
I'm not doing that.
Okay, can I be honest? And y'all might take my black card. I've never watched that Malcolm X movie.
I've never watched any of those movies except Selena.
First of all, I'm big.
What?
I'm keeping a buck with you. I ain't never watched What's Love Got to Do with It.
Me neither.
But listen, because I grew up in a house with domestic violence, like seeing my mama and daddy both slap the shit out of each other, like in front of me as a kid, I will not watch that shit. I refuse to watch that shit because when he raped her in that damn studio and then she got back to singing like that shit was normal, I just seen a glimpse. And they was whooping each other ass in that limo, just a glimpse. Y'all don't even have to ever worry about me watching that shit.
I say all the time we shouldn't have been watching that
Oh,
movie.
okay. Hold on. Let me repeat. The one's gotta go.
I will never. But I know she
So
did
it's
what the fuck
based
needed to
off
be
of
done.
actor portrayals as these people.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Charles. I'm sorry. Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles. Angela Bassett as Tina Turner. J-Lo as Selena. And then
Denzel.
Denzel
I
as
was about to
Malcolm
say
X.
DMX.
What's
Peace.
wrong? Who got raped in the what? You talking
That
about
was Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
She got raped? I thought she got her ass whooped.
She got
Both.
raped. In the
Did
movie.
she?
Her
I
husband
never
used to
felt
rape
like
her.
Raped her
she
in the
did.
studio in front of motherfuckers.
That's
and
why
then she
I
got
will
back to singing.
never watch. What's
Wow,
that
no,
movie?
Oh,
Pick
you
one.
got it.
Pick one. Hurry up. Pick one. Pick one. One
Oh,
gotta
for
go.
me,
One gotta go.
It's gonna be
What actor?
you said Denzel and what?
Malcolm X.
Oh, of course not. No, that was great. That was great for me.
I don't
I had to
understand.
say Tina Turner. I had to say Angela Bassett and Tina Turner.
I can't say she ain't
and
do what she gotta do.
that's just because of she did great. Don't get me wrong, but it was just
Why y'all ain't
This
put Flex
all the
Washington in
time.
that Lifetime biopic?
Because it was terrible. Because it was terrible.
All right, so we gotta go. There's no jam of the week. I don't even know how long this episode is. Make sure you follow the podcast at What Up Dope Pod. If you want to send in a listener letter, email whatupdopepod@gmail.com. We have some big things coming for the podcast soon. Be on the lookout within the next, I'ma just say in June. We got a lot of announcements. We got merch. We got whole lot of gang shit.
Shout out to Ashley, Jaleesa, and Jasmine, and Jessica, and myself.
Aja,
The Shady Bunch.
Shout out your best friends.
Shout out Andrea, Janae,
I'm tagging all of them. Send me their Instagrams. All right. We're leaving, finally. What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though?